What are you doing?
Filming you. You work for Newport News Shipbuilding Security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you take a picture?
Because I'm always concerned when I see people walking around with a gun, especially when they got a badge on their chest. You guys are untrustworthy.
Appreciate your help. You need going on, boy.
I don't know, boy? You just called me boy? You called me boy? Is that supposed to be some sort of racial jab?
No, you need to go ahead.
Oh, you going behind the blue line, you get to call the white guy boy, right?
Now in darkness world stops turning, ashes where the body's burning. No more war pigs have the power, and as God has struck the hour.
Commissioner of Revenue is upstairs. Yes, I can. I'm documenting my trip to the Commissioner of Revenue. Thank you. It's government property and it's my First Amendment right to document when I'm in public.
You can try over there, but I don't think they'll take the video in. If you go to the end of the hallway, take a right,
Maybe he's back in the... I thought I saw that building back there.
Oh, he's through the other building.
Is he?
Right there.
Over here?
Yep. And it says, in fact, that video and audio surveillance in use on these premises, so if the government can do it, so can I. Right there, first window.
Hi there. Here I am. Here's the master. Well, there's got a bit of a sticky situation. My husband was sent a summons for non-payment of a business license, but he ain't the owner, I am. Okay. So I need to pay for it, and then I need to talk to somebody other than Hollingsworth about the fact that they sent a summons to the wrong person, and something needs to be done to that, or I'm gonna see my federal court. There's a Commissioner of the Revenue Citizen Survey.
Citizen Survey. Oh, here
Keep
comes
that with me.
here comes the security guy. Oh, here comes the other one.
It says nowhere that I cannot film. You should probably stand over there so that way.
I have business. I'm next in line
So that way you're not at the counter.
because it's my summons, and I need to speak with Mr. Hollingsworth, the supervisor, while I'm here. Now I need to keep the camera on the third-party security in case they decide to go hands-on. You're a government employee and you're at a public place. Because why are you following me around? Why are you following me around? Oh, you just decided all of a sudden to both show up both ends because you're just patrolling this part right now. That's why I'm documenting it. Enjoy your privileges working for the state. I'm not equal. Haha, yeah, it's funny. You work for the government? You like being a fascist? Oh, I've never been called a fascist before? Blue line. Like that blue line? You have to document when you interact with the security and the police because you guys have the authority to injure and kill people and get away with it. Oh, I guess it's different when it's coming from a white guy, isn't it? Yeah. They're blocking the walkway. In fact, it says they're recording you on video and audio.
Christopher, turn around. Look at me, please. I need to save for the camera. I completely and totally authorize Christopher Warren McVeigh to videotape any interactions with me and any city official at any point in time in my entire life. Thank you. I'm going to sign the waiver now.
The waiver.
Well, you write it down. You're the master. I'm just a slave.
Don't let him see me do that. Anthony told me that's a violation for me to have somebody else's ID. Uh-oh. I got another one. Must be patrolling.
You have every right. He just said as long as I give authorization.
Oh, he even got to come pay him some money.
Even the overseers get raked along the way.
Yeah. You work for Newport News Police?
You have plenty of information on me.
What are you doing?
Filming you. You work for Newport News Shipbuilding Security.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why you take a picture?
Because I'm always concerned when I see people walking around with a gun, especially when they got a badge on their chest. You guys are untrustworthy.
Appreciate your help. You need to go on, boy.
I don't know, boy? You just call me boy? You called me boy? Is that supposed to be some sort of racial jab?
You kids need to go ahead and
Oh, you going behind your blue line, you get to call the white guy boy, right? It's a nice watch and rings the state got you.
I work for the states. You know?
Oh, yeah, you do. The state don't let people walk around with guns and badges if they're not working for the state.
I want you to film my interaction, not a schmuck.
I've never been called boy.
Well, it's just blue privilege is white privilege, proving itself.
Just like I said to the guys at the headquarters, say you get to act like a white guy towards poor people.
That's exactly right.
You see that big gold watch?
Everybody
and-
here gets paid off poor people, and they go and they steal the car for $120. Because, you know, poor people with a 1990-something car, you know.
Hey, well, what about the lady at Codes and Compliance that says that if they see signs that are small and cheap, they'll yank them up immediately, but if it's a big, expensive sign, then they give people due process.
Noted.
That was a great phone call. Miss Walton, is that what her name is?
Yes.
Walton or something like that. If it's an expensive sign, then we call them and make sure they can come get their property. If it's $1 that a poor person had to spend on their cheap Coroplast sign, well, they shouldn't be leaving their
I wish
dollar.
they were only
They shouldn't be
$1.
leaving their dollar bills laying around anyways. That's why they're poor.
I wish they were only $1.
They're still patrolling the vestibule.
I see him. I just want you to film me. Because all he's going to do is try to instigate you as the same way with them. That's how they do. Get an excuse to touch you, and then that's the end of it. Scum. Thanks for throwing it at me. Customer service optimal.
They see me rolling. They hating. Oh.
You can't film here. Yes, you can. You see you walking away. And I just want however much it's going to make me to get through 2019. This will be the last time I pay it.
Okay. At least out of my own wallet.
Oh no, I'm going to go find myself a job with the least amount of responsibility, and I'm going to have these people pay for me to live.
I wonder if you're allowed to film in the social services building when I go get my welfare.
I don't know. When you sit down on the floor, you get beat up.
Hi there. I'm doing terrible. Yeah, I doubt that, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Who is this?
This is the gentleman I spoke to the last time I came down here, and when the Taxman showed up at court the first time.
Oh, well, we don't need any de-escalation.
No, I'm not here for that. I'm just here. I think you
Yeah, I am.
just wanted to explain that once the license is issued, just bring that information forward.
Oh, don't worry.
I'm going to, because I'm going to let the judge know that you guys sent a summons to the wrong person. He has no funds that come in his name at all. They all come in mine. And you guys picking on my man instead of me is dismissive. It's sexist, and it's disgusting that you don't think that I can stand up for myself. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
And please ask Mr. Hollingsworth not to go in there and ask for it to be dismissed either, because I'd like him to go ahead and present his case to the judge and have it dismissed by the judge.
He will be there. The city attorney will take
Oh, excellent. The city attorney. So all those folks, you can't get the Commonwealth attorney to talk to you, but the city attorney signs up to defend the city.
For misdemeanor.
Exactly what I'm saying. For a whole $250, huh?
We'll be there. Don't worry.
How much an hour does Mr. Hollingsworth get paid? Is that FOIA requestable? Salaries of public employees?
We'll find out.
Because when I was in court the other day for the chief of police and the assistant chief of police and the sergeant and lieutenant, I figured it was about $450 an hour going on there. And then he hung out with the taxman, and then you guys all denied my FOIA request for the video of the taxman hanging out with the chief of police on 11/14/18. And Mr. Hollingsworth here today? Yeah. Does he have a supervisor, or is he? You're his supervisor. Excellent.
That's a shame.
I called yesterday and said that I wanted whatever evidence he's going to present in court as part of my discovery request. Is that available for me?
Sure.
I mean, because his summons doesn't state any sort of facts as to his investigation that the magistrate said.
because we
It
paid
just
for them all to
it's
look
pretty
themselves.
much just a plain
for a
assertion that I
magistrate to
have a business
my
that's
complaints.
operating out of this particular
Petite
address,
Right.
but there's no actual
Just gonna stop
facts,
paying you.
and the magistrate just went ahead and signed on it,
Right.
and that's not usually what probable cause means.
I think I explained what requires us to do as far as proving someone is in business and advertising as well. The things that is listed in the code.
You got the wrong person.
Because on the website it says it was 2019.
Uh-huh.
What with the information we have received, and I believe at some point there was a conversation between Jack and the wife here, and we could have resolved it, before this.
Yeah, as long as I get on my knees.
Yeah, as long as I pay.
This is my last year. I'm gonna go work at McDonald's. I'm gonna go get on Social Security. I'm gonna go get on my food stamps.
And then you guys can
and then
pay
you
for
guys
me.
can pay for me.
Yeah, but like we talked about in November, I think we gave an additional 2 weeks to respond.
Yeah, and then I told you that I was going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right not to incriminate myself, and you need to gather the evidence to make your case. I'm not going to give you information.
And then you did
You
a
see,
terrible investigation.
That's a violation of the Constitution, which seems to be very common here in Newport News. And considering this is a municipality with a 41% black population, it seems very odd to have a predominantly black city run by predominantly black city leaders who have absolutely no care whatsoever about civil rights. It's disgusting.
What are you talking about? They steal cars from people for $120.
$60. You sheriff's auctioned off somebody's car, owed $60 on it. $60. Took somebody's car for $60 and auctioned it off.
Here's the information you requested,
Excellent.
which is, you have access to it because it's essentially your website.
Uh-huh.
And that's the code, so I copy that for you.
Now, if this is all hosted on internet servers that are located in a different state, how does your law apply if this is hosted in California? Maybe I have a business license somewhere in California. I have to prove. Yeah. It was funny when I asked the magistrate yesterday about her summons how I was supposed to prove I didn't have a business. She couldn't come up with any answer for that.
You have my name.
You guys have all the proof you need and get a magistrate to sign off on it without a question. But I'm used to that. Police do the same thing, and you guys are just the collection arm of the police.
I'm not giving you everything.
Because that's why you got put on me anyways. I've been in Newport News for 6 years. And now all of a sudden you get in a problem with the police chief, and all of a sudden the tax man comes and wants his 30 bucks.
That's because they're all work together.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Hollingsworth likes to hang out with
So now
Chief
I'll
Steve
just
Drew. He's
Make
on
sure
video
you
at the
don't have anything
courthouse,
to take from me.
and my FOIA request was denied for that because it's a security risk. Even though you walk in and you're on 12 cameras, somehow it's a security risk because people might be on the camera that they're recording you without your consent. Especially when the police chief is hanging out with Jack Hollingsworth, the tax collector.
Sole proprietorship.
Look at that, Susie. You're moving up in the world. You own yourself, at least on paper.
No, I don't know
At least on paper, according to the
They
tax
own
man.
me. Can't wait for the first day.
Have it now, have it later. I ain't got it now, so I guess I'm getting it later.
I don't know when it started. When should I put down that it started? When do you want me to put down?
Put down like 1919 and see if they'll
All right.
charge us for like 100 years.
1105. I don't have any gross receipts. Description of business. Slave. Labor.
Easy Pass sent me a bill in the mail for 50 cents the other day.
White.
50 cents. Cost them 55 cents in postage, $1 in paperwork,
Proposed future activity. Limited.
50 cents. I called up to make a payment plan. They said they don't do payment plans. She said it's only 50 cents. I said, well, do you got 50 cents?
Slave labor. Anyone, especially the government, master, job location, wherever you say, because only you are believed. 0, 0. Two, 15, 19. Don't forget to sign the form, because then we can't hold you for perjury. Cops can go into court and commit perjury, and we're just fine with that.
So can Jack Hollingsworth.
Yep.
I guess it's not really perjury if it's just a non-statement.
11.5.
His accusation is you broke the
I'm
law.
just gonna put
Those are the facts.
2018.
Probable cause. Excuse me, sir. I'm not trying to film you. I'm trying to make sure these people with the guns don't
No.
decide they've got a problem.
When did we move up here? 2014.
14. They've been following me all around, all over the place. They're acting very suspicious.
Commissioner of Revenue says differently.
The right and the duty to alter and abolish.
Send forth.
No, he's waiting.
Revenuers. Eat out our substance.
Send swarms of officers hither to do such. Right to your front door. He'll show up in court.
And everybody believes him.
And it was a real nice touch to have him serve me that summons right there in the middle of my court hearing, too. That was a real nice touch.
Yeah, because he didn't have your address to send it to, right?
He did have my address. He
I
showed
was
up at my
being
house.
sarcastic.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was cute.
We didn't serve.
No, the deputy served it right in the middle of my hearing.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's
Right in the-
terrible.
a little bit
Instead
of bias
doing
there, you know.
administratively.
I'm already in the middle of being in trouble for something, and then your guy comes over and slides a summons face up right on top of the table while the judge is looking at me.
All that customer service, excellent.
Excellent.
Excellence. Make sure you know exactly where you stand. Right
Well-
under my thumb.
And if you don't like that, then get under my heel. Nice touch. I really appreciated that. Wasn't even folded up or nothing. Right on top. You just slid it right on the table there.
I'm sure he
Summons. You didn't pay the taxes. Now you got to go to court again. How much taxes does it cost for me to go to court? That's what I wonder.
I don't know, but I'm gonna make sure I'm there more often so that way I get my services that I pay for.
I'm quite sure it costs more than $250 in manpower cost to run the court for my court
I
session.
don't know, my property taxes got to pay for at least 2 or 3
So now look, they
times.
got a net loss to make their point. But when it's your money, who cares?
Oh, did you see that?
What's that?
The Newport News School Board they're supporting a 2% increase in pay.
Uh-huh.
And I said it was really easy when it's other people's money. It's always easy to spend
Yeah,
other
Dr.
people's
Parker
money.
wants $50 million for a new building too. And you're gonna get it. Dr. Parker going to get that $50 million out of your pocket, my pocket, his pocket, even these guys' pockets. Theirs kind of rolls back into the same pot though.
Yeah, it's like a savings account.
It's like a slush fund is what it is. All these fine folks here. Thank you for your service.
Well, if I don't work and I don't have money, that's what everybody should do because if nobody's got anything to pay for them, and the place just got closed down.
It's the only way to starve the beast is to take away what it eats, which is money.
So I'll be exactly what I'm told I am.
A nobody?
Worthless, nobody, have no value in the city of man. So I'll act like it. I'll give to Caesar exactly what is Caesar's. You got to take in my business license. He should have just gone ahead and like pulled all bank account information and everything too. Then he would have seen every single dime that comes in is in my name.
Well, I kind of hope that I actually get found guilty of it just so I can appeal it to circuit court.
That'd be nice.
I'd love to have a jury trial on a $250 misdemeanor.
Well, you know,
That'll cost a pretty
people
penny.
let them go steal people's cars, so you know. They don't
See, that's how you make your point.
As long as they're
They come to you for your little scratch, and then you just spend $50,000 of their dollars fighting a $250 ticket. But it's all about due process.
due process.
I can't wait.
Nope. Somebody said to me that this system is not about justice, it's about just us. Isn't that a pretty good term? Just us.
Well, we know it's not about justice. It's about the law, what's legal and illegal, and who gets to decide what is and isn't, and in what time. I asked the magistrate yesterday, I said, well, how about if I make a claim that you're running a business without a license? She said, well, prove that I have one. I said, I'm just making the claim, just like Mr. Hollingsworth. You have a business.
Well, she's on the other side of the glass.
Oh, that's right. She doesn't understand that. Once you make it to the other side
As
of
soon
the
as you
glass.
offend her, she'll get the sheriff to show up.
Anybody in there? You guys should have like a bring your soul with you to work on Friday
No, they can't
kind
have
of
that.
No souls allowed in here.
You can't serve two masters.
Grind, grind, grind. People.
They fund the Roman soldiers and the scribes and the Pharisees.
But you see these big beautiful temples they got? Look at these marble
Yeah,
floors.
can't wait for the day that he says, I never knew you.
My floor got stick-on tiles. They got granite and marble floors. Big fortresses reaching up to the sky. And I live in a third-hand condo that the guy that owns the property is scamming HUD and poor people. But hey, I should just shut up because you don't want to stir up
That's
the
why
pot.
I'm here. Give them what they want. That's all they had on me. They scrubbed my whole life and all they could find was $30.
$30.
Went through
And-
my internet.
And how much are you going to pay him?
I'm going to pay him whatever he says. I'm
All
very
right.
lucky I'm learning enough to know how to write down on the check.
She's feeling generous today. You guys ought to ask for a lot.
You can't argue with the man.
Well, you can if you take time out of your life to go to court
Oh, no, because the judges are corrupt too.
and prove that you didn't do something. Because that's what I am now tasked with, is he gets to claim I've done something, and I have to prove I didn't.
I know. And they charge the wrong person because they're sexist. They can't come after a woman and
Well,
feel
they're not.
good about it. They can smash you down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's necessarily sexist more than it's just violence to begin with.
Well, I don't know. Is it
'Cause-
sexist? I think it's sexist because it's one or two things. Either they don't want to charge me or they're just dismissing me as if I have no value or any ability to be able to answer for things.
I guess it's probably half and half. I think it leans more towards they figure if they can take me out, then I'm your support. I guess that is a sexist idea then, because
Well-
they assume that a woman can't do it on her own.
Well, they never met a woman like this then. Come from a very strong stock. Must be the savage in me. Because my great-grandmother ran around in the woods naked so the cops couldn't catch her. Climb right up into them trees.
No matter what you say, you don't pay, here they come to take it away. So don't give it up.
Here I am.
Giving
willing
it
to
up.
pay
Giving it up.
so they don't come take it away.
In-
Taking Chuck D very literally.
In for a penny, in for a pound. City attorney takes on the Commissioner of Revenue's case for them.
Yeah. Well, that's
Free legal representation and everything. He doesn't even have to know what he's arguing. He gets somebody that gets to argue his case for him secondhand.
well, and then the judge and the
He just gets to
city
slide his,
attorney know
he just
each
gets to
other.
slide a screenshot of a Facebook page and be like, "Here, make a case out of that, please. Here's his evidence. It's your phone number on there." If they had called the phone number that they took a
Mr.
screenshot
Hollingsworth,
of, he
it's
could
gonna
have.
be so sad when you're on the defendant's side.
You would have answered it because that's your phone. Oh, they're back. They see me rolling, they hating, trying to catch me riding dirty. Founded in 2004. Do you guys get in contact with the other commissioners of revenues, the other cities? Maybe you should go ahead and
Oh, they're
let
not worried about them.
Chesapeake or Virginia Beach and let them know that I was running a business now for, you guys are only getting me for 6 years, so that leaves 9 years open that,
Oh,
I've
I'm
been
sure they will.
I've been avoiding it this long, and it's got to be up to at least a class 4 or 5 misdemeanor now.
Well, it's me, so they can take me in front of a judge.
Well, you see, this is part of their plan too. By you coming down here and paying for this, now you've admitted that you were running a business without a business license, and that will be used as evidence too.
But that's the wrong person. They have to write a summons to me.
They will, don't worry.
Go right ahead. No, not if I paid it.
Oh, is that convenient? So you
It's
can
just
get
like-
you can get out of the law
It's
as
just
long
like
as you
having an
pay.
invalid state inspection. Yeah. Money.
As long as you pay him his money, then no charges will be levied. I guess I should have thrown some dollar bills at the chief.
On the fishing line.
Yeah, oh, you almost got it. You a religious man, bro? Yeah. Go to church regularly? Just curious.
None of it.
You know who my Christ is? My Christ is the one that walked into the temple and flipped over the money changers' tables.
What do you mean? That's who he was the whole time.
Well, yeah, but that's the one
That's who he was.
that
the
particular
whole time.
episode is my favorite.
No, and he went into
I think that was in season 2.
The Pharisees are whitewashed tombs.
Making laws and don't have to adhere to them.
That's exactly right.
Bunch of proclamations and no follow through.
Rotten on the inside.
Oh, hail Caesar. Free Barabbas. Roman
whatever.
soldier lives matter.
They hung all the apostles on crosses.
Back the centurion line.
Okay, you don't expect any less.
Oh, if you expected any less, you'd be in debt.
You expect no less.
I have negative expectations.
They will bring you in front of their judges and their magistrates.
Our judges and magistrates.
That's what he says. He says that they'll do that to you. That's exactly, if you're being flung around and this person and that person and the government needs this and the government needs that and you better show up here and all that kind of stuff, you're probably on the right track. If you come in and clock in and get paid by them, not so much. But people don't read. even just the red text.
Hey, is that why they put past due in red text on the outside of the envelope so that people will read it?
That's the concept with the red text in the Bible.
Make it noticeable?
This is important.
I always thought it was so that they could embarrass people all the way to their house. Then even the mailman knows that your bill
Well,
is
I think
past
the reason
due.
why the text is read in the Bible is so that way when people want to say, oh, wait a minute, God, I didn't know about that, he'd be like, it was highlighted.
You should have been reading the highlighted text. I wonder how short it would be if you just condensed it down to that. We should make a print version of that.
Just the red text?
Yeah, just the
it
red
would probably
text.
just be a few pages, really.
And yet, everything you needed to know. Kind of like
Of
tax.
course, they think the Sermon on the Mount is a radical speech, even to this day. I just watched a video of Obama saying that it was radical, the Sermon on the Mount.
Okay, ma'am. So since you said your start date was 2014,
Yeah.
it goes back 3 years from current.
Great. Whatever you say, man, just tell me what I need to write on there. I don't care what the explanation is, whatever I need to okay.
Then if you do this right here, put your, what you mean, 2015.
I don't have any of that.
Okay, then if you...
What does it matter? It's under $25,000. How about that?
Okay, I just have to have the amount. If you didn't make anything, then you can put 0.
Well, actual gross receipts. I don't have receipts.
Well, we don't actually have to have the receipts themselves. We just have to know how much your business brought
Sure.
in for that year.
Here, we'll do 25. Where else do I need to write it?
Could you put it right there?
Sure. Of course, anything NASA says.
For 2017, you put the actual gross right there. 2018 right there. And then 2019 right there.
How can I put? I can't
It's
put my
based off
actual.
of last year's actual.
Okay.
Calculate how much all this is.
Making pledges. Let your yeas be yeas, your nays be nays. Don't take oath unto men.
We uphold the highest standards of integrity in all of our actions.
No, they don't.
Showing up at somebody's door, following around a court
They
building.
steal people's cars for $60.
No, that's the sheriff's office. Well,
No,
I guess
no,
they
no,
do.
it
The
goes to
sheriff does
here.
it for here.
Yeah. What I was told was that the sheriff drives around.
With the license plate
Once
reader.
they find a tag that owes money, they call here, they confirm, and then once it's confirmed, they take the tags off the car. $31, $60, it doesn't matter.
But if you, yesterday when I was out here and I took a picture of that lady parking her police vehicle on the sidewalk and I took a picture of her license plate, all of a sudden she threw a big fit.
Well, she has no
But the police can
license
drive around
plates.
and record everybody's license plate,
license plates. You have no expectation of privacy.
especially not in public. Yeah, it's not like it was parked at her house. She was parked in the middle of the sidewalk.
Even if she was parked at her house, she has no expectation of privacy. It's public information. They just don't like it. They don't like what they do to others. That makes them hypocrites.
Uh-oh. You must be getting the call from the chief.
Whatever.
There's this crazy
This man
guy.
just told me on camera that as long as I give you, I signed a piece of paper and everything, giving you consent to videotape me because there's personal information here.
But even though Mr. Hollingsworth knows that you're at the same location,
I
so
told
you know,
it's dismissive.
I already know all their personal information.
They just don't realize it first.
Virginia's constitutional officers. What do we got here? Clerk of the Circuit Court, Commissioner of Revenue. Oh, he's a constitutional officer. She? Huh. Dang. Look how quickly they slid down the slope. The Office of Commissioner of the Revenue was created by the Virginia General Assembly in 1786. We just got done with Britain, and all of a sudden, immediately, Virginia was like, "Oh, we're going to need some of y'all's money."
Well, we still got Cometh. That's our
1786.
We still live under the King's law here.
I have a question while I'm here. How do the programs with the tax entitlements, subsidies, whatever it is for older people, like personal property taxes, do you have that a program like that here? Tax abatement? How is that not considered age discrimination since it doesn't apply to people of all ages? But it's only for, I didn't even know about veterans. Veterans get special tax bonuses too?
This is the amount due for 2015,
You pay for them for their whole life, and then they have to pay less taxes at the end?
It's good on this sheet because you can just sign the printed date right there. Or surviving spouses of those killed in action.
Oh, that's like the blue line, so surviving spouses too.
So this is for 2017.
I really got to get me a government job. You guys hiring? I can go knock on people's doors and bully them. Yeah, I wouldn't pass the background check anyways.
I would.
Oh, but you got to go to that fire academy.
Just to be a thorn. Wonderful. All right. Love it.
How much?
I already knew. I don't care. I'm going to give Caesar and one of Caesar's. I'm going to pray about every single person that works in this building. About them, not for them.
And this will be for the 2019. It's just a $30 minimum license.
Great.
Dang. So it's going to be like $150.
You see what happened to the governor? You see what happened to the lieutenant governor?
Yeah, but he's moving up already because I hear that he's already moved on to Fat Albert cartoons. He's really getting into the culture now.
He needs to watch Color Purple.
He needs to be Oprah in The Color Purple.
Don't say that. No, because then he'll go put on blackface again.
Oh my God.
He can't possibly impersonate somebody without actually doing that. A racist and a rapist.
He went from doing the moonwalk to doing the running man. Attorney General is a crook.
He said he just started reading the roots.
The lieutenant governor is a rapist.
Oh, and I'm sure they're full of
The
it.
president of the country is a bigot. And you can get high in the Capitol, but in Virginia, you go in jail. God bless America.
God bless it.
Please, for the love of
Unfortunately,
God.
though, she stole the bee from Bless.
That's it.
She stole the bee from Bless. You see, they would say that we're hateful, but that's how people feel. But my hate for them is my love for my fellow man. They don't get that.
My community.
They don't get that. They just feel attacked. You know, just like the guy who was parked on the side of the road and got, you know, somebody needed to talk to him because, you know, it's just awkward for a black man to be sitting in a car on the street in the Newport News. That's suspicious.
What are you talking about? The state trooper pulled that guy over and stomped him in the face on the side of 64 right down the street from here.
I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah. And then they had a confidential settlement. You know, they didn't admit any wrongdoing, but the guy had a broken jaw, and they gave him a bunch of money. So
Yeah, but when you go to court, plead guilty, plead guilty, plead guilty.
Oh, and it's subject to a non-disclosure agreement, too, which our scumbag attorney general,
Well, that's because
he wants to pull the veil off of non-disclosure agreements for private companies, but when the government has to pay out a settlement, that doesn't count. Of course, then again, he thinks he's Curtis Blow. But that's the breaks. Break it up, break it up, break it up, break it down. You old enough to remember that, bro. Yeah, because you older than me and I know it.
well, you're a white guy. You're not even supposed to know it.
Oh, I know a lot of that stuff. Dang, I didn't know I was gonna get hour footage in here. I'm gonna have to go outside and make some room.
Takes a long time for Taxman has got to make sure he gets exactly what it is that's owed to him.
Are the business license fees appropriated for anything specific, or do they go in like a general fund? Just no portion of that is paid to the state? Is it all totally the city?
Kind of like the police, Newport News Police Foundation, where they only spent $1,300 for ceremonies on police officers, but they're worth $850,000.
Is there a way to find the information about how many business licenses are current in the city?
Oh, okay.
Is $188.01.
Yep, I figured.
And so once you go through them, what they'll do is they'll take a copy for each year, and then they'll
Well, I
send a
just
copy for you.
totals.
Which will be
Yeah, total numbers.
Yeah.
Because it's minimum $30.
Where do I go? Over here?
Yes, ma'am.
Does it go? Is there a scale? It's based on
Come
gross
on,
receipts.
next line.
Next line. Thank you for your time, fellas. Oh, we got to go over there.
Yeah,
Now what?
I gotta pay. I don't pay him.
Oh, sorry. I'll be over here. I was turning around and the security guard there was standing. As soon as I put the camera on him, he gave me the peace sign and walked out the door.
Well, thankfully,
Please do not touch or break off the plants.
looks sickly anyways.
Well, don't get enough
Both
light
of
in
them.
here. You can't grow plants in strictly fluorescent light. That one's new.
That one is brand new. That was in a greenhouse.
Well, just so I don't have.
Look. They put up a sign like it matters that they only accept old coins.
Only rolled coins. Dang, but I gotta spend $1 on a bag of rolls. I can't afford that.
Can't afford it.
Police came and took my signs I paid for trying to wash cars for a living. $15 in the hole as it is.
I just don't take any of it serious anymore. It's all a scam. Corrupt, corrupt, corrupt.
Well, that was the first 4 gig file. So I'm gonna stop this one just so that I can make some space
Yeah.
on my phone.
This lady here ain't gonna be anybody I'm interested in anyway.
$188 for the privilege of
Busting my butt.
freedom ain't free. That's why we're all here paying for it.
Not for long. I'm gonna become the most unproductive citizen there is. I'm good at anything I put my mind to.
Well, you know, success is rarely
I'll be able to
rewarded
go
in this
buy them
country.
steaks and lobsters on the taxpayer dime.
Excellent. Won't cost me a thing.
Won't cost me a thing. I'm gonna be a slave. I'm gonna be taken care of.
How's it going? I'm all right. Can I get some stickers for my motorcycle while I'm here paying?
More nonsense. Stickers for your license plate.
Yeah, it's weird that they do DMV stuff here.
I wonder if they take Easy Pass payments. Too late now. I already paid my 50 cents.
I did. I did pay my
No, Virginians, be warned. There be dragons here. Look, Susie, somebody's been here before us.
Well, they've got the world.
You walk around like George Jefferson. You like that power, don't you? Staying alive, staying alive. Staying alive, staying alive. Here he is right there.
Yeah.
This area is secure.
FTV. It's like the one I wrote on my check too.
No justice! No peace! Fuck the police! We're parked over there.
I know, I'm coming.
It's echoey down here. That's why I can't resist.
Oh, we made a deal.
We made a deal?
Yeah, we did.
Who?
Doesn't matter.
That was yesterday.
Oh, they're leaving. Oh, I guess it's safe inside now. Scared of two white people with a camera. Can use this for my. It's all nice and labeled here
What's that?
for my receipt.
You're gonna cash in on your receipt from the government, maybe?
I am.
All right, well, we're safe in our vehicle for the moment, so I'm going to stop this recording and then we'll turn around and we'll have a little editorial of what's going on.
Yeah. Editorial.
It's funny, when I first came in here, she told me that you're not allowed to video record things while you're here or take pictures, and that's exactly what now her partner is doing. Isn't that interesting? Isn't that what you told me? Not allowed to video record in here, right? Don't even have to follow the rules of basic decorum. Can't walk around. She got to climb up through the beds like a damn heathen. Isn't that what you told me when I first got here? You're not allowed to video or film on the property? Why were you taking this man's picture? What, the laws don't apply to pigs? Yeah. I didn't think so. They never do. No justice! No peace!